everyone, welcome back to Whiskey Racing. In this video, I'm going to show you how to take the front bumper cover off a 93 to 97 Firebird or Trans Am. So here's what we're working with. It's a 95 Pontiac Firebird. Don't mind the mess. I am in the midst of pulling the engine out. We're in BLS swapping this, but for all intents and purposes, we're just going to show you how to get the nose cone off in this video. We're going to start at the top here in the middle. You'll see there's three retainer clips. We're going to pull these out. So what you want to do is get a panel retainer trim panel thing. I can't seem to find them mine. So I'm going to pop it out with a screwdriver. But basically the center pulls up and it unlocks, and then just pull it out. Then you push it in and do the reverse. As you come across the front here and you look in there, there's one there as well, and there's one on each side. So raise your headlights up to get these. So if you're like me and your headlights don't go up and you're tired of winding them by hand, this is a 1/4 inch hex. Remember, you want to go counterclockwise. So put that right in there and voila. I use these curved needle nose to get in behind the light there and pull that one fastener out. So everything's out now, except there's a pin, one of the push pins under there on each side by the headlights. Tried getting from the top, I couldn't. I don't know how it's gonna work, but I'm gonna try to get them from the bottom. So the easy way to get that out, that's where the pin went through that I pushed up from the bottom, is to take these little bezels off the headlights when they're up. 2 screws each side. Yeah, that was easy. And they come right out, and you have access to pull those pins from the top. That's how you should do it. Come under the passenger side of the car, taking these bolts out. 1, 2, 3. Come back around. There's a 4th one in the back. And I think we're going to take those 2 out as well, because we got to get the bolts that are on the bottom of the fender to go up there, and I think that should give us access to that. So we took out the bolts that I mentioned. You're also going to want to take this one out. And there's 2 more behind the air dam there. One there, one there. I think that's one piece. So you're also going to have to take the air dam off, which is a couple bolts running across the top here. They look like 8s. 8 millimeters. You want to repeat the process on the driver's side of the car. Nothing's changed, same bolts. So let's get these out. So once you get all the bolts off, you can wiggle this panel out. And that's, you can see there, I'm gonna have to crawl under here to show you the fendered bumper bolts. Back under the passenger side here, it's a little easier to show you. If you look up right there, 3 bolts. That is holding it on. Bumper cover to the fender, so we want to take those off. Should have did this before I started taking bolts off, but as you can see, it's not a perfect fit here, so when my wife complains that it's back together and it's not perfect, it never was, honey. We repeated the process on the driver's side for the fender bolts, and then coming back under the car here, underneath, right there, and right there, you have 2 more push pins holding in the center of the bumper cover. Take those out. Just a quick thing, there's 3, not 2. 1 right in the center is 2, and then 1 on that side is 3. I was incorrect. There's 1 more bolt in that bracket right there. It looks like it's a torque, so we're going to grab a tool and get that out. I repeated the process on the other side, getting that torque bolt off that holds it to the fender, and then pushing the last pin up that was under the headlight. So now this should come off like so. Remember, we still have our lights plugged in. I thought it'd be easy instead of laying under the car just to make some room and then pull the lights off here. So just work it back and forth. I'm gonna need 2 hands to do this, but see, everything's off. It should kind of slide right out. This is what I meant with the lights. You can see the bumpers kind of just slide down, but you can just reach right in here, unplug your lights, do this for both sides, it should come right off. And voila, you pull the lights out, walk the bumper down, it's right there. It's gonna give us room. It's gonna stay off till the car's back here. It's gonna be the last thing we put on the car. We're gonna have to take some of that junk out of there, but then we're also gonna have to mount the intercooler, run the piping, all that kind of stuff. So it needs to come off anyway. And as long as these nose cones are, I'm gonna be pulling the engine out the top. So it's about 2 feet, it looks like, of me not having to pull it out as far. All right, so that's gonna wrap up today's video, taking the bumper cover off the car. Thanks for tuning in as always. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget the subscribe button. Also, thank you to everybody that's following along with this build. It's not going quite as quick as I'd like, but don't have a lot of time. Like I said, I'm not really buying anything unless I get deals on it, but even the teardown, I just don't seem to have enough time to get where I want to be, but we'll get there. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being patient. And one day, maybe I'll see you at the track running this thing. Later.